Kylie Jenner did a TikToker a favor who was asking exactly what procedure she got done for her breast augmentation. And to everyone's surprise, Kylie Jenner jumped in the comments section and said, 445cc, moderate profile, half under the muscle, silicone, Garth Fisher, hope this helps, LOL. With, I think, over 100,000 likes from women who were itching to know this information so they can emulate the same exact procedure she got. It's just funny to me that this is being framed as a win for choice feminism. And this is causing a civil war of sorts among feminists on social media, specifically Gen Z feminists. They're experiencing a fracture in the movement where some of them are the choice lib femmes who think that Kylie Jenner sharing her plastic surgery with all the girls is empowering. And the other side of the movement are more rad femme leaning. And they say this is actually Kylie Jenner feeding into patriarchal beauty standards. I do agree that it's hypocritical. I agree with the rad femmes on that. But it's just, here were some of the responses. Kylie Jenner casually sharing her breast implant details with this girl. She's so real.
She's so real for this one.
I think that's like the opposite of being real. It's like putting silicone in your body. That's like the opposite of being real. If anyone isn't real, it's Kylie Jenner. I mean, everything about how she looks is fake.
They're operating on the baseline that this is the new norm.
And I'm not even saying that's Kylie Jenner's fault because of the family she was raised in and the messed up culture she was raised in. How we got to the point where Kylie Jenner, a perfectly beautiful young girl, felt like it was necessary to change everything about her appearance to look like a sexualized caricature of an adult woman before she was even of age to consider the consequences. But it seems that now she has lived her life with these procedures done, she has no regrets, and she thinks she should encourage other young women to follow in her footsteps.
I mean, look, you and I, or maybe just you, like, we live a more introspective life because of what we do, I think. Maybe because we talk about these types of things and you put more thought into it. But if you're just the average everyday celebrity, or even really just the average everyday person with money, you're not really giving thought to what the social or moral implications of this type of thing are. Like I said, me and you, we don't even necessarily fall in the same line here, where it's just like, I'm a do whatever you want. I don't really care if you're an adult woman who wants to get plastic surgery. It doesn't mean anything to me. But your points are still valid, and they're just not going to be thinking about it that deeply.
Well, forget the moral implications. Think about the legal implications. You're telling people,
I mean, all she did was
to
say
get a surgery done, which has severe
That's not what she's
risks.
doing. All she did was say what her profile was. She didn't say go do it.
Yeah.
I understand that the implication is that
possible class action in her future.
No.
Given the fact that more and more women are talking about suffering from breast implant illness, and yes, that is a real thing, you are putting a foreign entity into your body for years at a time. It's recommended, and it's actually not a recommendation, it's expected of you that you replace breast implants
like every 10 years.
Every 10 years for the rest of your life. And for the women who either don't take that advice or have some kind of complication, it can cause autoimmune disorders that last well after you remove the implants. And there are just a lot of risks that are not disclosed. So potential legal nightmare for Kylie Jenner, but also I think her hypocrisy is just on full display, because for years, Kylie and also the rest of her family, the Kardashian family, they lied about the procedures they were getting and claimed that, for instance, in Kylie Jenner's example, she claimed, oh no, I just have a really great push-up bra. Or we have Lindsay Lohan claiming that beet salad is what gave her a facelift. Or we have Olivia Munn claiming that Japanese sweet potatoes are the reason she hasn't aged in a decade.
Well, then here's the thing. I have, if I was to have a problem, I would have more of a problem with them lying about what they've had done and telling you that they just look this way, and then people being unbelievably self-conscious because they don't look like them than I do them saying, this is what I've done to myself. This is what it is.
Okay, but you don't have to go into detail and encourage other women to do the same thing as you. You can be honest without encouraging people to follow in your footsteps.
What is the encouragement here? Is it the hope this helps part? Like of her statement?
She clearly was commenting that because this TikToker said, I'm shooting my shot. Kylie Jenner, please drop the details about your breast implants.
Like, you're giving this a philosophical discussion that's just not happening in these types of circles, not in any way, shape, or form.
It's not happening in Kylie Jenner's pea brain or any of her fans.
I mean, even if it was, they live a lifestyle that...
This is another thing. She lied about getting lip fillers, which is the most obvious lie of all. And it got to the point where the Kylie Jenner challenge trended online. This was like back when calling something viral actually meant it was viral.
Yeah.
When people in real life that you knew were participating in the trend. And in the Kylie Jenner lip challenge, you took a shot glass, or a vacuum even, I saw people using, and you just suction your lips until you've bruised them beyond repair and look like a baboon anus is on your face.
Well, maybe
and
they
people
want
actually
to look like
injured
a baboon.
themselves doing
Maybe
this.
looking like a baboon's asshole is what they want.
Well, all the while, Kylie Jenner was saying, I haven't done anything to my lips. What are you talking about? I just overlined my lips.
You're crazy.
And then the big catch is, I just overlined my lips. Here's this Kylie lip kit that I'm selling so you can look like me. And that's what made her a billionaire, is lying to insecure young women.
Again, that to me feels worse than just saying this is what I had done. This is what it is. But the whole, like, I woke up this way.
I think you can avoid lying about it, but also not veer into the territory of encouraging other people to do the same thing. And I do find the feminist discourse around this fascinating and titillating to watch as they tear themselves apart. One reply said, look at our feminists, dog. We never making it out the patriarchy. And then a lib fem replied and said, a girl asked and she answered, as she should. Another reply said, this is also brain dead, but that's choice feminism for you. Choice feminism is the concept that simply because a woman chooses to do something, that makes it a feminist choice. It's only your choice that makes it feminist. So you can do literally anything, and that's feminism.
So she's like, look,
just a complete tautology.
She's like, I went on a murder spree, and that was my version of choice feminism. It's
just whatever a woman does, if she's the one consenting to it and choosing to do it, that means it's empowering, and that's women's liberation. And I guess that they want others to join in on the fun. Another one replied saying, of course, now that her and her family are set for life, this shit is so funny to her. After building their wealth off of the back of denying cosmetic surgery so they could sell shapewear, fitness tees, and lip liners, F off. I agree with that person. I probably have nothing else in common ideologically with the person who said that because they're a radical feminist.
Yeah.
But their point still stands. They lied about getting cosmetic procedures so that they could sell products that achieve the same results, which totally don't. They were getting BBLs while selling corsets. They were getting lip fillers while selling lipstick. They were probably getting liposuction while selling laxative teas.
Yeah.
And those were the products that eventually made Kylie Jenner into a billionaire.
Mm-hmm. Women will, if all women want to become billionaires, they need to make products for women, because that seems to be the hack, the shortcut for the successful ones. If Hailey Bieber is now a billionaire, basically, because she sold her cosmetics company for $1 billion to Rhode or to whatever Elf, or whatever it was. How do I know that? It's like the one thing I've retained from this job. Like all of these things are just capitalism, baby.
The main defense for her behavior in this regard is, these people are stupid and they should have known. Mm-hmm. They should have known that it was fake all the time. And
that is the libertarian argument.
They should have known that she was doing these procedures to her face, mm-hmm. right? Or body. But we're literally talking, I don't think those people realize we're talking about children. Like, that during Kylie Jenner's peak of popularity in the 2010s, Her fan base was either girls her age, other teenagers,
Okay.
or girls younger than her. Children. So, yeah, forgive me if that point just doesn't really hold water. I don't think you can expect children to just know that certain results are not achievable unless you go under the knife or under a syringe.
Mm-hmm.
That's not information you're just born knowing. Like, you do actually have to do some investigating and digging into this to know what the truth of the matter is, at least until this new trend popped up where people started bragging about getting procedures done.
Yeah.
But before that, they were very shady about it, very secretive, purposefully so, and they made money off of keeping it a secret, what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I think they still do.
I mean, there's you could do whole weeks worth of shows about, the effect of this type of consumerism on women. I don't know what the male equivalent to this is. Like, what?
I do.
What is it?
It's all of the alpha male ebooks and e-courses, the war room, it's the supplements, it's the Liver King empire built
that
off
one
of
does.
steroids.
I wouldn't say the war room stuff because I feel like that's a separate category that men and women have their own of. Women have astrology
but they blend together.
And manifesting classes, and men have the war room and
the
Luke Belmars.
The products blend together with the ideas, though. The ideology and the product blend together so seamlessly.
Yeah. It's a fool and his money are easily parted, and that's unfortunately the truth for most of this. And the market demands that you sell detox teas and what's it called, lip plumper, and it will make you a billionaire.
My ultimate frustration with this, underneath it all really, is the concept of being a girl's girl. I cannot stand it. Basically, that you have to be a woman who supports other women no matter what. And they're claiming that, in this example, Kylie Jenner is being a girl's girl by encouraging other girls, probably girls who are actually children, to go under the knife to look like sex dolls. For men.
Their argument there is that
the sexual gratification of men.
They already wanted to do that. All she did was tell her the information she wanted to know. The woman was already been indoctrinated to believe that and want that. All Kylie did was reinforce it. So she reinforced it, promoting it like it's already there. She didn't take somebody who was a snowflake, a fresh snowflake who hasn't been tarnished by the world. She took somebody who's already making videos talking about this stuff and just told her what she wanted to know.
Yeah, I just think that she would tell herself to make herself feel better, oh, I'm not really the cause of the problem. I'm just I'm a symptom of it.
I don't think that she thinks about the feminist argument or problem at all.
She has addressed backlash to her plastic surgery and lies about plastic surgery before. She is aware that this is going on, that people discuss this.
And she probably thinks about it about as much as it takes to release a press statement and then go back to her life.
At one point when she was younger, she could have said, I'm a symptom of this societal problem, not the cause of it. But then when you reach the age of accountability, well, you become one of the people who is causing the problem, not someone who's just a victim of the problem. Originally, I do believe she was a victim of the problem. And then she became someone who was causing it.
Again, the incongruent nature of that statement just tells me she doesn't think about it. She tried to pass the buck off in a lame statement and then went down about her business. There is nothing more than surface level press statements to keep the business moving forward. And it will work forever, in perpetuity. It will never not work.
Ultimately, I am just sick of women propping up this girl's girl mentality where you have to support other women no matter what they do or say. And you have to encourage other women going down self-destructive spirals or else you are not a girl's girl. I will never care about being a girl's girl.
I mean, that's the most marketable thing in the world for women is to create some type of business model that involves solidarity with other women, because women love to commiserate and women believe in the community that they're surrounded by. And it is a life hack if you want to create a successful business model for women.
Just linking arms as you run off a cliff.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.